Hello, lovely souls. So good to see you. Thank you for joining me in a brand new year. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everyone is enjoying a little bit of downtime and got to escape the regular junk that's going on in the world. I'm so very thankful that we're all together. And one of the things I noticed just before the end of the year was, this soul family that developed, that we've connected with, the ones that we've connected with each other, seem to have a much stronger connection at the heart level than sometimes our own family. And this is really the work of the light worker, that we are plopped into these families that we do not resonate with. They're meant to challenge us. They're meant to push us past our boundaries and really frustrate the hell out of you. And a lot of this is meant to wake you up. And that is really the effect of being a light worker on this planet at this time, and giving out a lot of love to the world and just spreading out a lot of this love. So that is something that I've really noticed, and I really do appreciate my soul family that is all around. And I have just so much love for you guys. I really do. I really am thankful. Just gonna fill up my water here. Quick little thanks out to a couple of people. So you might notice I've got a little new background here. So right here, I don't know if you guys can see. So I've got this great little wooden clock. This little puzzle was gifted to me by friends of the family, but also more Rita's client, and we've all had a great connection. So a big thanks out to Linda K. And I gotta shoot out one more. This is from Jenny W. She makes these little gnomes out of, they're knitted and very customized. So she made this very customized gnome for me and sent out. So a big thanks out to Jenny. There you are, brother. Honey, thank you so much. This is so cute. So Jenny Waterhouse, thank you so much for this. If you guys want one of these as well, reach out to Jenny. She makes these and ships them out. So she's in the States, but got this out to me in Canada. So I do appreciate this so much, and so much love for you. Be a little, see, like this little tarot box under the arm. There's Akashic records there. There's some gems in the head. It really is such a gift. So big thanks out to Jenny, my soul sister, and to Linda K. Much love to you guys. So much love. Thank you so much for that. Very sweet of you guys. Hi, beautifuls. So glad to have you all here. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? She's so talented. So beautiful. Hi, everybody. Just skimming through your messages. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so I've just popped up a ticker tape at the bottom. So we are kicking off another year of Channeling Friday. So every Friday, I'm going to be doing out channeled readings. I am a spiritual medium and an intuitive life coach, I guess you could say, an intuitive medium. And I'm kind of refining what I'm going to be doing this year. But this is going to continue on the Fridays because I do love these Friday sessions. And starting this Sunday, we're going to be continuing with the channeling practice. And Archangel Metatron has stepped forward, and he wants to do guiding. He wants to guide me. So Shreya McCormick, shout out to Shreya for reaching out for me. And she kind of brought up Archangel Metatron, and I connected with Metatron, and he wants me to be a guide and director through my next bit of skills. So starting this Sunday at midnight, 12:15 midnight, after the 1 Billion Strong Heart Meditation, on this channel, I'm going to start doing connection practice. I was doing it with Erik before, then Sebastien, and now Archangel Metatron. So if anybody wants to join in and practice along, either developing a stronger connection with Archangel Metatron or with your own guides, do that every night, or at least Sunday to Thursday midnight, which is Monday to Thursday, I guess, Monday to Friday, at 12:15 a.m. So that's what I'm doing it. I hope you guys can join me. And and that's it. Okay, so let's get into it. Hi, everybody. Hi, Anne. Oh, great. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to ask you to put either hashtag question or a few hearts at the start of your question that you have. So at least I can find it in case I lose it. Then if you can let me know if you do not want your name displayed, because I am going to be showing names up on the screen. So if you do not want your name displayed, please let me know. And then ask your question. So I am going to be going through all the questions. So no matter who you are, where you are, if you're on here, I'm going to get through it. And if I missed you, let me know. And if I really missed you, I will respond back in the comments after this live and give you a reading then. So I hope that works for everybody. Thank you again for all joining here, and let us begin. Whew, so much fun. Okay, great. Let me pause that. All right, I'm just going to turn my notifications off on my phone and let this run through. All right, beautiful people. Let's get into it. So, hi BG, hi Mahi, happy New Year. Hi D. Let me do a quick little skim here. Hi June. I'm glad you like that emotional release. I wasn't so sure for you if it was good or not, so I'm glad it worked out. Happy New Year, son. Hello, beautiful Grace. Hello, Amy, Wendy, Franco, Lisa. So good. My beautiful Jenny, Karen, Melody. Hi, everybody. All right, so glad to have you guys here. Thank you. All right, let's start. And I'm going to timestamp this, and it is 6:37 and N. Okay. So I'm starting it with N. Is it Anna? Is that how you say it? Anna says, I really like a person. We're in the same school and I want him to be with me forever. Can you ask guidance regarding my love for him? Okay. Tell me about the love for Annie. I can feel them. So I hear them laughing, but it's with just the greatest heart and compassion and love, where they're just they're laughing with joy at the love that you have and where you are in your heart growing in this experience. And they're talking to me about an energetic connection. So there's an energetic connection here that you have, and you're connecting at a heart level, and it almost seems to be beginning to blossom and grow. Now, in terms of this growing into something more, they're showing me a difference between a want, so wanting this to happen, and there's a desire and a want that actually fuels it in a different way. That's not in necessarily a manifestation way, but more if you go into the love state, um, and more go to the feelings of how would it feel to be in a relationship, how would it feel to be connected with them. So it very much goes into the feeling state, not into the there's a really fine line here between an overactive imagination that we might deem as imagination to giving love and growing that love. So what can she do? Okay, so I'm getting a lot of free will with this. This doesn't necessarily mean it is going to happen. But I'm also being seen. So it really is a fine line between what you want here, what you want to create, having a relationship with this person or not. And they're showing me a difference between fantasizing wants, which is coming from the ego, which is like a very heavy, it's almost like an unhealthy desire that they're giving me. And the other half is a true love and compassion with the heart opening up. And it's not the desire of the body. So they're showing me the desire of the body. There's the animal body. So this is an animal body. We're all animals. And with our animal bodies, we have these various urges. The urges include having a relationship and having a sexual relationship and having that exchange. Even though in the human sense, we don't necessarily go right to wanting to have sex. Maybe more men do, but not necessarily, not everybody. A lot of people want the relationship. And I can see that there's the animal body that's within there that really wants this relationship, that has this huge desire to get into this connection and relationship. But where is the heart part of this as well? So there's a great desire of the heart, there's a great connection, there's a great energetic connection, but there's also the physical ego body that is popping its head up and having desire there. And it's like a want, and like a hungry-eyed animal want. So when an animal sees its prey and it has a really want, desired eyes. I know this doesn't sound weird, but just roll with it. There's this hunger of the body, and that hunger is a physical manifestation of the body. It's the body and ego that says, I want this. So I'm seeing that your heart, give me a better way of explaining this. Keep holding on to your heart. Feel yourself what it'd be like in a relationship with this person. See yourself walking, whether it's holding hands, whether it's kissing, whatever it might be, and feel what it would be like. Now, this is only on your side right now, this energetic connection. But as you give this other person love, that doesn't mean that there might be some opportunities that will open up that will allow to have a stronger connection with them. So you can actually sit there and talk with them and even approach them. And I'm almost getting the sense that you're not really talking to each other, that it's kind of like an admiration from afar. You know of, there's a name that you each know, but in terms of having something greater than that right now, it seems to be, the relationship seems to be a little bit separated. It's not not a known relationship. So I'm seeing the need for you to step up, have that heart desire that you have, but at least go up and talk to them and become closer in their energy. And I think I see there's a need to connect and get closer and see if this person is what you're expecting. Is this really what you're expecting? Is this energy there? Because it almost seems like this admiration is from afar and there's a desire. But once you get closer into that energy, it might not be a perfect fit or alignment that you think it actually is. But I'm not saying to discredit it. I'm saying you need to experience it and walk the path. So you need to get closer to this person, get to know them a little bit more, and see if this is really this desire that you have to be with them forever. The idea of forever is something very much. Do they have a past relationship, these two? I'm not really seeing any past relationships or like connections with them in terms of past life. But it's almost like you've gone through this before. You've had an admiration for them. So how could they not be in each other's circle? There's like a knowing. You're not necessarily in the same circle, but there's a knowing in here. A knowing that you know of each other's, you know of each other's energy signatures, but you haven't actually connected or had life experiences together. So there's a desire for you to connect with a life experience and at least go up to them and say, hi, this is who I am. Or if you see them having a coffee, like going, you want to grab a coffee, grab a tea, and just sitting down and having that conversation. So I see there's a need for you to connect with them, to get closer physically in the energies and seeing where it goes. The idea of that you want to be, you want them to be with me forever. That is, um, it's almost like you need to go taste the food before you say this is my favorite food. You need to go experience the buffet. You need to get close. You need to experience them before you actually say I want to be with them forever. Seems like it's premature. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm passing on. So to summarize, align your energy, put yourself into a feeling of what it'd be like with this person, and go meet them. Go talk with them. Go have coffee with them. There is no fear here. It's just coffee. It might sound weird, but you might sound scared of rejection, but it's not about that. You're just looking to see if your energy aligns with each other. I hope that that resonates, Anna. Hope it does. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Maybe I'm a little bit rusty after a couple of weeks, but I don't think so. So give it a whirl and see how it goes. Hey BG, great to see you here. And BG is asking for a message. Okay, what does BG need to hear right now? I feel love growing in my heart, in my chest, and it opening up. I feel you actually you're aligning with your physical energy. Um, so your own higher self, energetic body, and your physical body is beginning to come into alignment. Your mind is coming into alignment. I can feel all of your chakras lining up, and just they're aligning and they're opening and they're becoming brighter. So I feel that you are really opening up, PG. And I feel you've done a really good job of shutting out the outside conversations that would bring your vibrations lower, and and you're being applauded really for what you're doing for your energetic growth, your own self growth. Um, Anything she needs to do? I'm getting alignment about your meditation style, the way you do your meditations. And I feel that you're sitting quietly and you're going into your meditations, but you're breaking out of it too early. So when you're coming out of your meditations, you are, it's not so much an alarm, it's so much that your body is beginning to activate, is starting to react, and your body is kind of getting a little bit squirmy. And then you're opening your eyes. And that's the sense I'm getting. But what I'm getting is that you need to go a little bit past that. So this is just like an unruly dog or a kid, that you don't necessarily reward a kid or dog when they're misbehaving. And when your body is squirming in your meditation and it wants to get out of the meditation, it is squirming, but that's not the time to reward your body by waking up and coming out of your meditation. What I'm seeing the need for you is to keep sitting there, get back to your breathing, get back into the quietness, and allow your body to settle and be quiet. Once your body becomes settled and quiet, then you can open up your eyes. If your eyes are not opening up naturally at that point, then you can open it up if you think it's time. If it's time for you to go, the alarm is going off, you have to get going, then open up your eyes, but only until your body settles. Do not open up your eyes, allow your body to wake up or come out of meditation while it's in that agitated or fidgety state, because that is rewarding that behavior, and it will continue that behavior of staying in that fidgety state. And it'll think that, okay, when I get uncomfortable, I'm going to fidget and then we're going to come out. So that's what you're teaching the body. So what you need to teach the body now is that no, once you settle and you're calm, and I will tell you when it's time to come out of meditation. So this is you training your body. So there's the need that I'm getting for you. It's to train the body there to come out of meditation in silence. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. I hope that resonates, Peachy. Please let me know. Thank you. Hi, Mahi. Hi, D. D, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, during New Year's, so I took between Christmas and New Year's is the first time I'm really going live, and I took that time to be just off of everything. But I also took a break from. I was doing my meditations every day, but in terms of talking to spirit every day and having that connection, I almost just shut off. I turned myself off. I started just kind of playing around with the CBD oil, my medical cannabis oil, because I haven't done it in a long time. But it was an opportunity because I don't like my body when I'm actually doing channeling. So I wanted to see how the CBD affects the MS in the body and the myelin sheath. So I was doing the CBD oil and I was doing the THC at nighttime. And I was just kind of experiencing that for the last couple of weeks. And it does go back that I don't like doing it when I do the lives, because I just don't like how it affects my system. So that was my experiment over the last 2 weeks of using the CBD oil and the cannabis at nighttime to sleep. And I don't know. I don't know. It's not really, I don't know, because I feel like I've hit like a bit of a plateau. But now Archangel Metatron has come forward and says, okay, he wants to take me to the next step. He wants me to be my guide and director. So that's what I'm feeling right now, Mahi. Thank you for asking. That's where it is. I mean, D. Thank you, D. Yeah, that was it. Thank you for asking. Hi, Mahi. All right, I'm coming to Mahi. Let me timestamp you. 2022 Mahi, and Mahi's asking, I'd like to know what this new year bring me in relation to my career and relationship, and also love to know my angel name. All right, cool. All right. So tell me about Mahi's year coming up. Career, relationships, angel name. Okay, start with career. Who wants to step forward? I feel your higher self is stepping forward. So yeah, Mahi, I got your higher self coming forward. And what do you want to talk about career? I get a feeling you're doing what you don't necessarily want to do or where your heart is leaning to. You've kind of done it. You've done your schooling with it. But is this really what you want to do? It's almost like I'm getting like you've done the career, you've done the schooling to satisfy the family obligations, but it's not necessarily what you want to do in your career. But I also get that you're still kind of discovering what that is within yourself. So I'm getting that there's a need for you to, it's okay to have your job and career, what you're doing, but to go to experiment. I even get a feeling that you're not actually in your career or job. But there's a need for you to explore. So I'm being told it's a time for you to play and explore and to experiment to find out really what it is in life that you want. What brings you joy? What do you enjoy doing? And I'm seeing it's more something with your hands, possibly even towards um, crafts or massage or Reiki. Like it's something to do an energetic exchange between yourself, and there's an expression of yourself that needs to happen, whether it is with your hands, and that can be creatively, that can be in a professional aspect, that can be in any type of aspect. But there's an energy, you have a really great energy about you. It's very strong. You have a very strong bright light. There's a lot of healing and love within you. You're a naturally loving person, and I get that when you put your hands on people, and even just when you're around people, that you give a lot of love and healing for them. So there's a creativity and expression that's within you that you can actually heal people and help people in many different ways, whether that is actually within physical touch or doing crafts or arts, or whether it is just even being around people, like managing a coffee shop or being in a coffee shop and talking with people on a daily basis. There's there's a great energy and exchange about you. You're a bright light. You help a lot of people regardless of what you do outside of career, just of who you are. You're a naturally bright light and you help people. So I'm getting that this is a time for you to experiment and play and not necessarily locking yourself down to a career, but to explore. It's a time for discovery for you. And so you just needed to get a job, or do you need to get it in what done schooling? I'm almost getting to do both. So go get the job in your career that you've done your schooling in, but there's a need for you to explore otherwise, like almost like night classes or weekend classes, going into things like Reiki, getting into, yeah, I even see you like doing henna. Um, and that's like doing these intricate patterns. Typically, I think it's an Indian art. Jenny, I think you can, if you're on here, you can tell me more about that. I think most people know what henna is. I, I really am not a good explainer of it, but they're telling me henna. Anything that deals with some sort of exchange, an energetic exchange, and something creative as well, that would be a good outlet for you to explore and find out what you do. Um, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Um, Okay. I hope that resonates, Mahi, on that point. Let me go to relationship. So what have we got on relationship? So I'm hearing two things, is that it might not necessarily be time for you to have a relationship, because it's time for you to explore yourself. You need to figure out who you are. And that is beginning to love yourself and loving within you. That the relationship that you need is within yourself, is to love yourself first. And once you begin to love yourself and open up your heart even more, then the other physical relationship will come in. Um, that doesn't mean that you cannot connect with somebody right now and bring in a relationship, but there's a real need and desire for you to to work on yourself first, love yourself, get into yourself first, connect there. And that's all they're giving you with that. You just got to go through the work. You have enough knowledge and information now that it's time for you to do the work. Get into your meditations, get into the heart coherence, begin to love yourself, get into your affirmations, empowerment. And I can almost see you having a need to write some of these things on a piece of paper, have those piece of papers lying around, have it stuck to the glass, and start beginning to get into the practice of loving yourself. And I love you. I love me. Look in the mirror, look in your eyes and say, like, I love you. I may not understand you, but I love you, and I want to get to know you better. So there's a desire for you to begin to love yourself. That is the big need and desire right now that I'm seeing for your higher self. And do you want to give a name? I'm not getting the pronunciation on it, so I'm just trying to get the spelling out. So I'm seeing HEILNG. HEILNG. It almost feels like it's ancient Nordic. Helig. It sounded like Helig is what I'm hearing. And it's female. This is your female guardian angel. Helig. She's kind of like giving you like a Scandinavian type accent. You give me very blonde, very beautiful. Long curls, blonde hair. It is very Scandinavian, is what I'm saying, and she's saying the rest is for you to explore and connect and see how that resonates with you. And let me know, Mahi. It's right out there. Thank you. Thank you for asking that question. It's really cool. All right, I'm coming. Let me see. Coming to D now. Let me timestamp D. And I'll be putting all these into the description afterwards, so you can follow up and find your name and just do your reading, and if you want to listen to it again. So all this will be added to the description afterwards. And D says, someone said my guides have a lot to say about some help they want to give. The context was money, but I think they meant in a general too. Not sure. I'd like to know the message. Okay, let's hear about the guides. Disha's guides. Wants to step forward. I'm feeling your male guardian angel step forward. I'm hearing yes to financial. And yes to overall, because it all goes hand in hand and all connects with each other. So what do you want to say? I almost get a bit of a scolding feeling right now. And they want you to do the work, D. I see you studying quite a bit. You're reading a lot. You're following a lot of people. You know the basics, but you're not actually doing the work now. So it's almost like you've gotten your diploma. You've gotten You've gone through the courses, you've done all the work, or you've done the basics on there, but it's time for you to actually do the work. And there's a real, they're saying like this is the beginning of your awakening. And by springtime, which is the true new beginning, they want you to be well prepared. And this isn't your day-to-day guide. This is your guardian angel that steps in when you need to really do something, that they really are looking out for you, that you really have to change something happening within you. So I'm seeing that there's a need for you to start doing the work, and that means doing your meditations more often, doing longer meditations, sticking within your meditations, really doing the work, because you know what you have to do. You know you have to meditate. You know you have to eat right. You know you need to begin practicing with the tools, using angel cards or whatever else, pendulums, crystals. But you're not, you have them, but you're not actually using them. So I can see that you have the pendulum beside you, but use it. Use the pendulum. Get into your meditation. Get into all the things you got to do. So really, they're saying, okay, now do the work. Do it. Be consistent about it. Set your time out. Really, when you wake up in the morning, when you first wake up, are you actually talking to your body? Are you scanning yourself? Are you going into meditation before you go to bed at night, in the afternoon? Are you actually doing the work? So I'm saying there's a big need for you to begin to do the work. That's what I'm getting for you, D. I hope that resonates. Okay, so here I'm seeing what you're saying here, and you're saying, oh, but whenever I do the work, I feel some weird energy, extreme energy, and I feel if I go further, then something will happen. I'm scared of that unknown feeling. Okay, so let's talk about that. They're saying, yes, that's right. That is the feeling that you want, because you are shifting, you're changing, and you need to sit within that. And you're not allowing yourself to experience it. It's almost like you're getting on the bicycle, you've got the training wheels on there, and you put your foot on there, and you put the first step of acceleration from the top pedal down to the bottom pedal. You get that first little moment, you put your hands off the handlebars, and you say, oh my God, okay, that's enough. So you're not actually walking through the process. So to appease your mind, set your boundaries first. I only allow those that have the highest and best intentions to interact with me, to work with me. Or set your intention that I am specifically working with my male guardian angel, my female guardian angel, only those that are closest to me and have the best intentions for me. Only those that have the highest and best intentions of just pure love. You can feel yourself creating a boundary around you. You can say, I only allow love inside this space. I only allow love outside of this space. Set your boundary, set your environment on that, D. Set it up. That's you need to get past that. Yes, you got to get past that. So that's where you are at. So excited for you. You're so excited for you. Thank you for asking the question, Disha. That was beautiful. Hi, June. Oh, yes. Beautiful. I see your question. You're very welcome. I'm glad you liked you liked the emotional release. And speaking of that, so I'm going to be starting to do emotional releasing again. So if anybody wants to be part of emotional release, specifically, I've gone through enough people right now that I feel I have a pretty good handle on this, of doing this. I'm trying to get more people live on camera to share this out and help more people. So if anyone wants an emotional release, to do it on camera in a group, or possibly even in a private Facebook group, I want it, or it could be Zoom one-on-one, but I do want to post it. If it looks good and you feel good about it and you're okay with it, I'm looking for people that are willing to go to share their one-on-one experiences, either live on camera or allow me to post it afterwards. So let me know if that might interest you. Yeah, let me know. That's that goes out to everybody. So let me do this timestamp again. 28, and this is for June. Thank you, June, for asking. And June says, can I please have a message from my family friend who passed away last year, or from her sons? Thank you. Okay. June's family friend passed away last year. What's your message for June? All right, there's the shiver. So I'm getting the feeling of, it's almost like a quiet person, but they do laugh. Um, it's almost like they're generally a quiet person, but when they make a joke, it's a good zinger. It's a good laugh. So they're a person, and I'm almost getting male, but they're a person of few words. But when they speak, it's quite enjoyable to hear them, and there's a great connection. They speak with purpose, and I'm getting the feeling that they're I don't know, not like overly happy, but they're like just in general in their life here. Give me a way. How would you describe yourself? I'm getting the strong silent type is really what I mean, but there's still kind of, there's a lot of love within them. There's a lot of joy within them, but they don't necessarily express it out more. And there's actually a message of thanks for you because you're light, you're bubbly, you're fun, you have an outward personality, and I'm feeling that they're thanking you for doing that because they're not necessarily a person to be that much outwardly from who they are. Your energy and bubbliness and laughter and love and kindness of who you are pulled it out of them, of bringing them joy and bringing that up to the surface. So there really is more of a big thanks to you, June, for being the person that you were, for allowing them to be who they were, but you also pulled out the love within them. So that there's a lot of appreciation and thanks for them. Anything else with that? I'm also hearing some encouragement for you to continue to explore down this path that you're exploring. And I'm getting it's towards your awakening, that you've been approaching it cautiously, but there's a need for you to step forward as well, like step past that, to go a little bit deeper from what you're doing. Yeah, I'm getting a need for you to work on yourself more, work on your meditations, much like all of us. We all got to go through that. So that's what I'm getting for you, June. Hope that resonates. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, I am coming to Pri. And Pri saying, I'm not able to concentrate. Please help. Moreover, there's a spirit in our house that needs to be moved out. How can I make him move out? I'm feeling there's this pull within you. How can Pri concentrate? I'm feeling you need to be kinder to yourself. You're being very hard on yourself. And I'm seeing, so this isn't so much about getting into your meditations. This is more about loving yourself, beginning to love yourself more, to looking in the mirror, beginning to say good things to yourself. Because I'm getting that your mind and your body, there's very much a disconnect that's happening within your system right now. And there's a need for you to start with love. Begin to love yourself, be nicer to yourself, kind yourself, and start with some mirror work. Look in the mirror and saying, I love you. I might not understand you, but I love you. Because you're me, you're my body. I love you. Like I'm here. We're together. We're doing this together. And it's almost like you are saying a lot of mean things to yourself, but it's not nice. Like it's like going up to a friend and saying you're ugly, but you're not. Your body and your mind is your best friend. But you need to establish more of a relationship with them because they've just been running and operating without you. And it's time for you to establish that relationship and take back over, because it's gone a little bit rampant within your body and mind. So I'm saying there's a need for you to, one, start with love and begin to love yourself. Two, when you get into your meditations, again, love yourself even more. And I'm seeing there's a need to start working more on your emotional releasing. And you think about, I'm not able to concentrate, and you're just like, I'm not able to concentrate, and you're being mad at yourself. Well, don't be so mean to your concentration. There's a reason. Your concentration is trying to get your attention. And when your body is acting up and you feel pains or feelings that are anything that's low vibrational, that is a cry for love. Your body needs love. Your mind needs love. So this is a cry for help. It's like, I need some love. I need some attention here. So this is what I'm getting with your body, Pri, and your mind, that it needs some love. You need to begin by talking nicely to it and being kinder to yourself and your body. So talk to your body, say, I love you, do it frequently, put notes around, put it in the mirror. I love you. In your meditations, begin to become silent. And then as those feelings, those negative feelings, the concentration or whatever comes up, sit with it. Sit with that feeling and go to it and say, hi, okay, I'm here now. What do you want to say? What are you feeling? And then as you're feeling that, say, I see that now. I understand that. Give it love. And then allow that love to be released, or allow it to be, and say it's okay, and say you're not going to leave it. But just keep on giving that love to your body and to yourself. And then get into your meditations and look at those experiences of why you can't concentrate. That's where I'm seeing within there. And this is going to take you into part 2 of this. And this is the spirit that's within your house. So the spirit that's within you, you're operating at a low vibration right now, but you do have this bright light of awakening and heart within you that's brightening up within you. So this is what's attracting these outward spirits, but you haven't necessarily set your boundaries because you're not feeling love for yourself. You're not loving yourself. So I'm seeing this is going to go hand in hand as you begin to love yourself, as you expand out that energy, and you're going to be able to connect with that energy, and they're just scared, or they're just attracted to your light. And you could say, you can connect with them and see what type of energy they are. There is nothing negative here unless you're attracting negative energy. But you can say that, again, set your boundaries. I only allow love inside this space, inside my home. I only allow love outside of the home. I only allow love in here around me. I call in only those that have the highest and best intentions to be with me. I call in Archangel Michael to be my spiritual bouncer, to only allow those beings of love in me and invite them to come live with you, and invite Archangel Michael to come live with you. I know it might sound a little bit corny, but it's only been within the last year that I've really connected with this. And I see that there's a need for you to do this as well, to raise your vibrations, get into a state of love, connect with its own being, and find out who they are. Is this, and who are they? Give me a connection right here. Yeah. And again, I get, it's just an attracted soul. Are they lost? I'm not necessarily getting that this is a lost soul. I'm getting that they're just attracted to your light and they're just curious about you. And there's nothing wrong here. There's nothing negative about them. This isn't a bad energy. They're just curious. It's just like a curious little kid that's just poking into the window. And it's a child, like it's young. And I mean, they're just curious. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing negative. There's nothing evil. They're just curious. And just like a curious little kid that's looking around, that's peeking around the legs of, you're in the grocery line, and there's a family in front of you, and there's that one little kid that's poking behind the leg, looking at you, and then poking back and tucking back in. They're just aligning themselves to your energy. And I'm feeling that this is what's happening with you. They're just curious. So they're just be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to this energy. And then once you kind of establish that energy, you can ask them to leave, or you can actually set your boundaries and say you're not allowed in this space. It's time for you to go, and you have to leave now. And you can ask Archangel Michael for assistance. Say, Archangel Michael, you can come in, but feel it, mean it. There's a need for that, but there's a real need for you to shift into love first. Love yourself, love your body, get in meditation, and then you can connect with these energies and spirits and find out more about them. And then you can either allow them in your space, you can set your boundaries with them. It's like, listen, don't bug me. You can't bug me at nighttime. You can be here during the daytime. You can be when I'm having a quiet moment. You can get my attention and I will connect with you on my time. But this is, I don't want you in my space anymore. If they're not honoring that, you can call in Archangel Michael and say, Archangel Michael, would you be my spiritual bouncer? And please escort this being out of here because I don't want them around my space anymore. You have complete control over this. So this is what I'm getting for you, Pri. I hope that resonates. And thank you very much for asking. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Hi, son. Hi, Grace. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, son. Okay. So time stamping sun. And something I would like, love a message for what to focus on this year. I'm getting there's a need for you to begin to shift into what you want to do. I'm seeing more Reiki, son. I'm seeing there's a need for you to get into Reiki. Sorry, not get into Reiki because you are a Reiki person, but to continue to help people, heal people, because you have really good energy and you have honest energy and loving energy. And I see when you put your hands on people and use your Reiki, you really are a conduit of source, love, and light. It really is coming in directly in through your crown, through your body. It's coming through you and it's emanating out through your hands. But I'm feeling there's also resistance in there because you're questioning your abilities and questioning yourself. And your real work for this year is to let yourself go and to be kind to yourself and to keep experimenting and keep working on it, and to really consider spending more time in Reiki because you enjoy it, you're really good at it, and you see what happens to people once they have had your Reiki. So I'm seeing there's a really strong need for you to share this with others, to cultivate it and to expand it, because right now it is it's almost like there is you've made a cake, you put the batter, it's in the oven, but it's not done yet, it's not ready to come out, and you're still cooking it. But because you're not paying attention to it, there's a need that it could change the consistency of it. And it's not, this isn't in a literal sense, it's metaphorical, that they want you to work on your gifts so that this bun in the oven or this thing that you're cooking in the oven is going to be fresh and warm and delicious. And this is what I'm seeing a need for you is to work on your Reiki for sure. And then once you work on your Reiki, everything else will fall into place. Your career, your job, relationship, family, because you're shifting your energies and you're releasing all the things that are holding you back. The negative chatter that you have towards yourself, you're releasing that. So that's what I'm seeing for you, son. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. Yes, Grace. Okay, Grace with Archangel Metatron. And I hope you'll join me this Sunday evening when I begin day one of channeling Archangel Metatron or your guardian angels, or whoever. And I'm going to start that practice again Sunday, 12:15 midnight. Okay, so message Archangel Metatron. I just saw a note here that Franco says, is the audio out on purpose? Can everyone hear me? You guys can hear me. Yes? No? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or just let me know. From what I know, the audio is working, Franco, because people are replying back to what I'm saying. So yeah, it should be fine. Maybe just check your audio or your headphones and check it out. Okay, Grace, message, Archangel Metatron. Metatron, would you come in, please? This is good because I aligned myself with Metatron before coming on the live. And I can just feel his very large, expansive energy just coming over. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, everyone can hear. Good, thank you. Okay. Metatron, what does Grace need to hear right now? I feel as if you are standing, and then these walls are coming up, but it's your angel. So Archangel Metatron is standing right behind you like a giant wall. But then there's angels creating a barrier all around you of protection. And I can feel you as you're moving forward into this next leg of your journey, that they've developed a barrier or protection around you that allows you to move like a big amoeba type of thing, and you have this protection. So you're the nucleus inside, and you have this shell around you, which is all your angels and Archangel Metatron and Michael and Master Jesus and Mother Mary, and you have this angelic team all around you of masters that they're moving with you as you're entering into um, what you've been working towards. So you really are pulling the trigger on all these things that you've been working towards, and they need you to know that you are that you are protected. You have a massive team around you, and it's growing almost daily. Like new angels are coming in, like the barrier is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. So really, you have no worries about where you're going with your changes and adjustments. There's no worries at all. You're going to be just fine. So really, let your fears go. You are protected, and keep going with your journey. You know what it is. Keep going. You're very well protected. Very well protected. So thank you for asking that question. Okay, Amy. Amy's got a big one here. Amy says, I'd love advice on whether or not I should pay for my son to go on a class trip to Washington, D.C. It's not refundable, and I'm worried about vaccination requirements, etc. Okay. Should okay, do it again. Say it to me again. Who's coming in? Okay. So this is what I'm getting, Amy. I'm kind of getting that this isn't really the right time for your son to travel. It really, there is a bit of a fine balance to what I'm getting here. It's time to you to live your life and get on with things. But it's also, I'm hearing that you almost want to keep everybody close to home right now. Allow them to live, allow them to explore, allow them to go do whatever, but keep everybody close to home for now. Just for this next little while. Because I'm getting the feel the timing of this trip isn't necessarily going to be good timing on there. Yeah, and in terms of the vaccination, it's a massive no on there. But I'm also seeing that if we're seeing that there is a need, if you are protected and have that white light around you, that you can get it if you feel protected and you feel it working for you. Yeah, but if you're going to get it out of fear or something that you don't necessarily have to, I'm getting that doing anything out of fear or being forced to against your will, that's going to create a negative effect. So don't do it out of fear. If you're going to feel protected and say, if I get this, I'm going to feel really protected. I'm going to feel really good. My son's going to feel protected. Everyone's going to feel protected. Then go for it. But you have to have that protection. You have to have the right attitude. You have to have the right intention that goes along with it. You cannot just have this injection or have the traveling because out of fear or just forced out of travel. You need to do it for the right reasons. So this is what I'm getting for you, that it's not necessarily the right time for your son. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not the right time. And in terms of in everything I've said about the vaccination, I don't really want to enough has been said about it that you got to follow your gut, follow your heart, follow what's within you. You got to follow it from a state of love, regardless of what you do. Even listening to what I have to say, don't listen to what I'm saying here. Follow yourself with what is in your heart, and it has to be from the right side of intention. Anything that you do from the state of love, for the greatest good of all, for the greatest intention, if you do everything from that state, you can do no wrong. But if you do anything out of coercion or fear, manipulation, that is definitely on the wrong side and is not going to serve you well. So shift yourself to love, appreciation, and goodness, and then ask the question. And that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Thank you for asking that question, Amy. Yeah, thank you. Hi, everybody. Okay, and I'm now just getting to the things. Hello, beautiful Jolanda. Okay, Jolanda, I know you don't like your name posted up yet, but next time let me know if you do or do not. But I'm just going to post it here because I know I didn't say it early enough. So, okay, so this is for Jolanda. Yeah, what does? Oh, Master Jesus. Okay, Master Jesus, would you come in? Master Jesus comes in like a very concentrated column of energy for me. And he's right down the center and very strong. What does Yolanda need to hear? I'm seeing the footprints in the sand. And I'm seeing you are putting your feet into his footprints that's being left on the sand right now. And you're being applauded for beginning to walk the path. It's almost like you've just entered the beachfront. So there's the boardwalk and there's the sidewalk, and then the beach begins. And once you begin to step on the beach sand, that's when the imprints of the feet begin to imprint and show. And I see that you have just begun walking in his footsteps as he's just stepped into the sand. So he's being very much congratulatory to you that you've now walking in the path. You're not observing from the boardwalk. You're not sitting and having tea and just watching everyone or reading the books. You're actually beginning to walk the path now because you've done all the work for so long now. And now it's time to do the actual walking in the path to discover and to learn. And that's what you're doing. And you're being applauded for that. So you've just begun. And yeah, you're doing great there. Well done, Yolanda. Keep going is what I'm seeing. Keep going. You're doing great with that. And just explore, have fun with it. As you walk the path, just have fun. That's where you're at. So that's a message for all of us. Have fun in what you're doing in the creativity as you explore this new world in life. So yes. Thank you, Yolanda. I hope that resonates. Brother Jim, good to see you, buddy. Hello, Jenny. There's my beautiful Karen. Karen, I've been thinking about you a lot lately. And I've been thinking about your artwork. And how beautiful and expressive it is. Anyways, that's just a little side note for you, Karen, but let me see what kind of message I get for you. Okay, someone come in. And what does Karen need to hear right now? Karen, I'm hearing a scolding message. It's like, stop that. Stop that. And I'm getting the sense of feeling that you're not good enough. That you've been having these moments of saying, I'm not good enough. And I know what that is because I'm up and down too. Like days I love myself, everything's great. Other days it's like I have the negative chatter and I forget how to work on it and I let that fester. And I'm almost getting that this is what's going on for you, that you've been having a little bit of negative chatter towards yourself. And they're saying, stop that. You do not deserve this. Anything that you're saying negative to yourself is not warranted. It is, you're not being kind to yourself, and you don't deserve it, and you're wrong. You are good at what you do. You are good at taking care of family, the household. You are really good. You're so good that you critique yourself. And you've been doing this for enough time now that it's time for you to say that, I am good at this. I've been a human on this earth. I have experience. I know what I'm doing. I can do this. And I'm seeing as you're going through your daily tasks, as mundane as they might be, we all need to, and this is you to yourself, we all need to catch ourselves when we're being mean to ourselves, when we're talking negatively to ourselves. And as we talk negatively to ourselves, we need to switch that up and saying, oh, that's my ego. That's my ego talking to me to try to keep me in check, to keep me in balance. So there's a need for you to talk to your ego. And when we see that, and this is a lesson for me too. So they're telling me this as well. And this is for all of us, that when we start getting this negative chatter, and this is a reminder that that's our ego. And we start saying, you know what, you're just not good enough. What are you doing? You're not this, you're not that, you're this. And we need to say, like, ego, that's you talking. That isn't me. Thank you for looking out for me. Thank you for trying to keep me in check, keep me in balance. But you know what? That's not the energy that we want to be in. And we need to tell our ego that, which is we also our mind, that negative chatter that we have. That's our physical self, our physical mind. So we need to tell the ego that, listen, it's okay. Thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate you looking out for me. But in this case, I got it, and I am good enough. I am really good at this. And even though I might be just learning this, I might be just doing it, or I haven't done it in a while, I'm just having fun with it. So let me just have some fun. And we need to feel the shift within the body, and then feel that energetic shift, and know that you're making a change within here. So there's a great need for you, Grace, to check on the negative chatter. You ever start to catch it, catch the ego, saying these things to yourself, and again, just thank it, give it love, and I got this. I got this, and I'm going to do this. So I hope that resonates for you, Karen. I hope that resonates for everybody, because we all need to, including myself, all need to hear this. Yeah. That's right. The accessories on the gnome, aren't they so creative? Jenny went all out and just allowed herself to just connect with my energy, because Jenny's my sister. Like, I love Jenny, so she connected, and she made one for Rita as well. Rita had this little pink thing with these little braided was it hair braids or whatever? What are they called? Little things you have there. You tie your hair up on the side. My gosh, what are they called? Anyway, so she had the hair in braids and all down there in the pink, and really cute for Rita's. So cute, so cute. Okay, beautiful, Lisa. 103:14. Okay, so Lisa, you have been time-stamped, and all this is going to be added to the description afterwards, so people can catch up afterwards. And Lisa says, I'd love a message from my team as to what my focus should be for the year. Anything else they want me to know? Okay. Lisa's team, come in, please. You've got a funny team, because they're all kind of like, it's almost like they're all in this athletic gear, but they're all like power lifters, and they're all walking forward and in a huddle, almost not in a huddle, but as a team. So there's one person that's really, really big, and then there's two other people that are offset from that one person, and there's like even another set behind there, and they're all walking in and doing this, and it's like this chant, and the team, and they're getting ready for the powerlifting, and they're coming towards you, and the team is walking towards you, and the powerlifting team is all going there. So what does that mean? This is you in your next leg. It's time for you to flex your muscles and show the world this is now you're on the stage. You're really good at this creative work. You're really good at yourself. All these things that are happening within you, the channeling, what you're doing with the work within your own self, the emotional releasing that you're doing. You are like this power lifter of what you're doing. So it's time for you to get yourself onto the stage to allow all the audience to look at you, and they're looking at you. So this is like it's like you're at the Olympics and there's an audience in front of you, and it's time for you to show them that you can lift all this powerful weight all up, and you have this incredible strength within you, and you've been oppressing yourself and not allowing yourself, because there's still that fear of judgment of what people are going to think about you, that you're not ready to let yourself go. But they are saying, oh my God, you guys see that? There's a butterfly that just kind of that's flying. Can you see behind me? I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a butterfly here. Wow, that's huge awakening to have a butterfly flying around here in winter. It is winter outside and it's very cold out. But there's a butterfly that is hovering around me. Oh my God, it's so cool. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, so Lisa, like, you are ready to go out on the world stage, and you are scared as hell about this. But this is where you need to go next, is getting yourself out there and getting yourself. You'll be doing this little bit by little bit, incrementally. But there is like this. You are ready. You are ready for the big show. You're ready for the big stage. You're ready to show the world how much weight and muscle that you really have, because you are ridiculously a strong, empowered being that really knows what to do, that really is good at what you do. And it's time to show the world that. Forget the fear, forget about everyone else. And you can do what I do. I don't use my real name. Khan Knight is my name. Khan is my name. It's not spelled this way. My real name is Khan Mustafa, and that's what I have. But this is my pseudonym that I use. But I still don't deny that. And anyone that comes to me and asks me about it, I'll share it to them. But I don't share that with everybody, because I don't really want to go through that process of sharing with everybody. But I'm seeing there's a need for you to start getting it out on the stage and sharing your gifts about who you are. So that's what I'm getting for you, Lisa. It's time. That's what this year is going to be all about. So cool. I don't know if you guys see this bloody butterfly floating around. I'm going to see if we can put it out here. It'll come out to my hand here. I'm just going to leave my hand here and see if it comes out. It's getting like dangerously close, so it wants to be known. This really cool butterfly. I love that. Okay, sorry guys, I'm getting super distracted from all this. Okay, Wendy and 43. Okay, Wendy says I'd love a message. Great. Who's going to step forward for Wendy? I'm feeling so much love and expansion right now, Wendy. What does Wendy need to hear right now? I feel like I feel constrained and confined, and it's almost like I'm. You can imagine like an eggshell, but it's not an eggshell. It's like a wicker, and I'm like in this wicker egg, and I'm within inside, and it's a little bit too small for me, so I can't really stretch myself out, and it's like I'm poking my fingers out through the holes of this wicker ball that I'm encased in, that you're encased in. And there's a need for you to, like, it's almost like explode and expand out. You really need to open yourself up. It feels like you're caging yourself and you're holding yourself back. And I'm getting this has to do with your career, that you have your 9-to-5 job, but you also have this other healing work that you've been studying, practicing, and you are getting your feet wet with it. You're getting yourself comfortable with it. And I see that there's a need for you to get a little bit more, get more serious about it. Because Wendy, you really are hard to yourself. You're scared. There's a lot of fear there, and you don't want to leave your career. I'm not saying to leave your career, but there is to look at this other work, the healing work that you're doing, the emotional releasing work that you're doing, and to take it more seriously, and to really begin to expand that out, get more clients, practice more. You don't have to charge people. You can start with donation based, and I'm going to be doing donation based. I haven't set up my account, but I got to do that as well. But I'm seeing that for you to go to donation based. You don't got to make this a full-time job. You don't have to quit your job, but do more work and at least start with donation based that pay what you feel the service was worth. And begin to get comfortable with receiving money for what you're doing. It doesn't have to be this other 9-to-5 job that doesn't satisfy your soul. It's this other work that satisfies your soul, and that's where you need to move into. So this is what you need to hear for this year: is beginning to shift your energy around and moving towards that. So that really is what I'm getting for you, Wendy. I hope that resonates. It's all good. All good, son. I see that. Okay, Franco, I see you here. Franco lose 1:11:03 timestamped. Okay, so Franco saying, I'm getting a lot of anxiety of excitement and feel it on my fingers when I think about Kristen Davies' intuition training. Will I get it? Grow into those abilities? You're asking a question you already know the answer to, and that is a resounding yes. So this nervous energy that you're feeling is really an increase. Taking the Kristen Davies course is really good for you and for everyone that's kind of waking up. She does a really good job in creating a very safe, comfortable environment, and that's one of the areas that I went to. It wasn't where I started, but it's where I went to. And she puts on a lot of really good courses. So this energy that you're feeling, this excitement, yeah, that is a good thing. But this is also, as you get closer to the start date of your course, you're going to feel a lot of energy around you. You're going to feel this nervous excitement about you. And this is a very good thing because the angels are preparing your body to make this shift. They know you're taking the course. They know that all of our angels are working with us. And anytime you're taking a course or doing something like this, like when I prepare to come to a live, they come to me ahead of time and I feel the energy come through. But especially during this course, that's what you're feeling. You're feeling your angels and your guides and all the beings that are so excited for you that to help with your awakening. And this is a really good thing for you. So this energy, it is so good. What you need to do is not be afraid of it, to embrace it and say, you are changing my molecular structure of my body. You are preparing my body to receive the messages, to waken me up, because this is something that is innate within all of us. Every single human being on this earth and animal is connected to this energy and is able to do this, but every single human being is able to tap into this work. And this is what I do. This is just a practice. I've just been practicing this for some time. And just like yourself, you've always felt connected. You've always had this knowing, but you just need to practice it now. And that's what you're doing. So doing this nervous energy, anxiety of excitement, I'm so happy for you, Franco. So happy. I'm getting this. I'm feeling your nervous excitement and I'm excited for you because you're doing it. You're doing it. You're entering it and you're going to be waking up. And yeah, like you've woken up. This is your work now. You're doing the work now. Like, yay! Celebrations, confetti cannons are going off. So excited for you. This is like really, really cool for you. I'm super, super excited with him. Because you want to connect with your son's father who left in 20. Yeah. And you can even do that now. Even when you get in meditation, you can just call in that energy and sit with that energy and feel it. But, focus on the course for now. You're going to get there. You are getting there and you are doing that. And I'm so, so excited for you, Franco. So excited. You're doing it. All right. Ahsen. Okay. So Ahsen's here. 114. Great to see you, brother. I love your energy, man. I love you so much. Okay. So Khan, glad you joined today. I want to know if I will meet my twin flame soon, maybe in January or February. Lesson meet twin flame. Can you make it more clear? Lesson meet the twin flame. Be a translator, please. Come in closer. So, Ahsen, they don't want to tell me. They don't necessarily want to dwell on this because as you're dwelling on this, it's almost like you're shifting the energy. You're closing yourself off. It's almost like creating blinders because you're saying twin flame, twin flame, twin flame. Where's my twin flame? And you've got these blinders on that are just, you're only looking for this twin flame and you're only going to allow the twin flame to come in. But while you're doing that, you're missing the steps before you even get to your twin flame. You're missing the steps of exploring relationships, other love, because we have to remember that the love and the relationships that we come into in our lives isn't necessarily meant to be, this is the person I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. It is meant for you to begin to open up. So I get the feeling that the people that you will be meeting is not necessarily going to be your twin flame, but people that will help you explore what love means to you and how to feel love. You've been doing a lot of good work about loving yourself and releasing the negative chatter within you. But this is still a practice for you to go with. So the love that you're going to be experiencing is someone going to be coming into Ahsen's life? I feel somebody is already actually in your life, that something more romantically will be growing from there. More February, March towards that time, but it wasn't necessarily going to be a twin flame because a twin flame is also meant to challenge you. And it almost seems like it's not like you're necessarily there yet. You're not necessarily ready to be challenged because you're still working on yourself. Because you're still working on yourself, the idea of a twin flame that comes in that challenges you and helps you grow, but also really pushes your boundaries, it's like you're not ready for that yet. You need to go through these other relationships first before you even get there. And you can expect to have something come in, but it's not necessarily going to be your twin flame because your twin flame is meant to challenge you and you're not ready for that. But continue to love yourself. You really want to open yourself up and get yourself ready for love. Continue to love yourself. Love yourself. Love your meditations. Love the places that you go into. And keep on working on those emotional releases to allow love to express itself within you, to show yourself that you are love, that you don't necessarily need love from others, but that you actually are love. And as you do that, as you continue to spend your time in that energy, the right people will come into your life to help you grow until you get to the point that you're going to be with the person that you're going to be for the rest of your life. So that's what I'm getting for you, Ahsen. Might not necessarily be what you want to hear, but this also goes back to not just free will, but we have to let expectations go away and allow life to unfold the way it's meant to unfold. Yes, that's it. I hope that resonates. Thank you, Ahsen, for asking the question. Angela, I've been meaning to reach out and just kind of see how you're doing. So I'm going to send out an email afterwards, but I've been wanting to connect out with you and just say hi and see how you're doing. That is it. Okay. I just saw a spammer and their comment was hungry. It's hilarious. Okay. All right, beautiful. Sorry, I'm just going to come down here and just wanting to block that person. Okay. Lots of messages here. Okay, so Angela says, "I love a message for my divine team today." Divine team for Angela. Come in, please. Oh, okay, that's a lot of energy. Okay. Okay, so what does Angela need to hear today? Guys, come in again, please. What does Angela need to hear today? You know, I'm feeling I'm feeling a need to like settle and to quiet myself down. It feels like you've been a little bit scattered lately, and I think it's because of the holidays. The holidays is a very tense time. That's for everybody or for most people. But I feel how you've been pulled into different directions, and you're kind of like the nucleus of the family that's keeping everyone connected. You're the glue. You're really pulling people together, saying you come over here, and you're forcing family together to feel to experience the holidays. And it's like this weight is on your shoulders as well, that you've taken this responsibility on. And Angela, I'm feeling I feel it's time you just kind of let all that go, settle into yourself, and let all that tension go. Use that releasing. You know what the releasing is. You know how to do it. You need to let it go. It's so heavy. Oh my God, it's so heavy. And you just need to begin letting go of the holiday crap that was caked onto you, that it's time for you to let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Oh, it's so heavy. And you don't deserve that, Angela. You don't deserve the weight that's been put on you, more so that what you're putting on yourself. You're putting a lot of weight on yourself. Oh, yeah, I really gotta just move. Oh my God, so much energy. Angela, yeah, let it go. I always get the feeling that you need an emotional release session. Either do the group one that's on the channel. If you're so inclined, reach out to me and let's do a group emotional or one-on-one emotional release. Because I feel like you really got to get rid of the holiday pressure that's been put onto you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks, D. Yeah, like and share, please. If you think it's going to help some people, please share it out. Great, Angela. I hope that resonates. Anna, you are welcome. Hi, Anne. Yeah, totally. Okay. And Sylvester 12352. Okay, you can get a message for Anne, please. What does she need to hear? Can you clear that other energy away, please? Okay. What does Anne Sylvester need to hear right now? I don't know if this is just a common message, but I'm getting the same thing for you to be kinder to yourself, Anne. And this is probably going out to the majority of women out there and to the people, but majority are women. This is to men and women that are taking so much pressure on themselves. And I get this, it goes back to the holidays as well, of taking pressure on, but you're taking on so much more. And not only are you taking the pressures of making the house perfect, making the environment perfect, but you're also taking on the weight of the world. And the weight of the world is not your problem. You don't got to worry about that. Specifically for you, it's more about the weight of the world and all the stuff that's going on. Yeah, it's crazy, but this is how worlds change. It shakes things up. And every time you hear something asinine on TV, or you hear it from a feed or whatever else, you hear something just like that is ridiculous, and you're screaming, like, how in the world can this happen? That is ridiculous. Change the thing is like, oh yes, one more stick inside this pot that's about to burst. There's one more like twig that's being put in, and I feel like there's this black pot, and there's a whole bunch of sticks and twigs in there, and they're jamming in one more thing. And you feel the pressure happening on this black pot that the metal is actually breaking. The super hard surface that just cannot break is getting more tension. And every time you hear something more asinine and more pressure and more lockdown and more this and more that, it's think of it as, oh yeah, there's one more piece to add it in there. There's more pressure. It's like, yes, more pressure. As ridiculous as it is, more lockdowns. All right, yeah, we're gonna have more pressure, and this is the culmination that we need to burst this crazy ass bubble that we call our lives right now. And this is like, we need to look at it as an observer. And Anne, you need to look at it as an observer. As you look at all the craziness that is happening, do not take this on as your problem. Change the thought process and rewrite that pattern. Say, yeah, this is good. This is more pressure. The more pressure that you have, the more people are waking up. The more people are waking up, the more that they are not going to allow this to happen. And that's exactly what's happening here. Anytime you hear something asinine or crazy, it's like, oh my God, like I laugh at it because I was like, oh my God, like you're just digging that hole deeper and deeper and deeper, and you're just burying yourself. And this is really exciting to me. And that's what I'm getting for you. You're taking on the weight of the world. Let it go. Either stop watching it, stop listening to it, or change the conversation. Do all the above. Remove yourself from it because you don't need to hear everything. And also rewrite the thoughts. When you hear something negative, rewrite it. It's like, yes, that is pressure. That's more pressure to the pot. That's more pressure. The more pressure we get, the more that this is going to burst, and everything's going to settle. So I hope that resonates for you. Yes, Jolanda, I caught that and did not show your name. You're welcome, Jenny, sweet Jenny. There is my gal pal, my soul family. I'm going to call you soul chick. I don't know why, but you're awesome. I love you, Jenny. And Jenny, what does Jenny need to hear today? This is a huge year for you, Jenny. This is a massive year. It's like you've emptied out that drawer. So we all have the junk drawer, and you did the house cleaning. So you didn't wait to the new year to clean up house. You cleaned it up before you entered the year. So now that you've emptied out that junk drawer that had so much odds and ends and crap in there, there's still some crap in there, but we all have that. We all have that little bit of junk drawer that you just don't know what to do with yet. But you've emptied out a good chunk of that drawer. At least half of that junk drawer is empty. And what this has done, it's actually prepared you for this upcoming year. 2022 is going to be a big year for you in your spiritual growth, your awakening and just the direction that you're going to be going into. And I feel that this is a year of loving yourself, that you are really going to, that you've done a lot of work already, but what you're really having in this year coming up is such a massive opening of loving yourself and growing within yourself and what you're going to be doing for yourself. This is the year, because you've emptied your drawer already. So really, this is just a message of continue to do what you're doing. Everything you're doing is beautiful. You're doing all the right things. You're so focusing on the side of love. We still all have these negative moments. We can't help that, but that's okay. But you have all the tools to release that in the moment, and you're not allowing it to be stuffed into the junk drawer to be dealt with later. You're removing those emotions that are happening right now, and you're taking care of it right now. So this is going to be a big year for you because you've cleared the space. You've cleared up the drawer, and you're ready for a huge amount of years. So just keep going, doing what you're doing, Jenny. It's a huge year for you. In terms of courses, yeah, I get you're continuing on with courses, and that is going to be a help, but it's not a necessity for you. It's not a huge need for you to take all the courses like you usually been doing in the past year. It's almost like maintenance for you now, that you don't necessarily have to do them all. It's going to be helpful for you, and you're going to enjoy them, but it's not a necessity. So I'm getting more. You're going to have a big year in this. Yeah, a big year. So keep doing what you're doing, Jenny. Yeah. And also on that other part that we haven't announced yet, there's lots more coming for you. It's a huge year for you. Keli, hello, Keli. Sweet, beautiful Keli. Talk about someone connected to the world and energy. Keli, you've taught me so much. I love you so much. You're welcome. I'm glad you guys liked my experience, D. Yeah, it's so nice to be online again, Jenny. You see this? Yeah, just to be connected with everybody. It's so beautiful. I love everyone's energy and really the soul family that we've been developing. Oftentimes I feel more connected with the soul family that we have here than my own family that I've grown up with and known all my life. Even my friends, that I've grown up with. It's like a separation, but this is a true love that I have with everyone here and my true family. So yeah, I echo that, Jenny. It's so good to see everyone again. Marie accepted a new job. Marie Z. And timestamp Marie. Okay. Marie's calling in her higher self regarding new job just accepted. Marie's higher self, come in, please. And I love your higher self energy. It is, it's very refined, your higher self energy, Marie. And it is, it's always like a native shaman energy that comes through, very dignified, very worldly, and it's very refined, and it's like an astute energy, an astute feeling. So I love your higher self, the feeling that you have your higher self, Marie. Oh, good, you're here. Beautiful. Okay, and higher self, new job just accepted. Can you give us a message on this? And I can feel those like this shaman is just it's like an approval. Yes, good. Regardless of what you do, you must honor your path, honor the work, the way of the warrior, the native ways of being respectful and honorable and doing everything that you do with pride. That you're not just exchanging money for time, but you're doing this with your heart. That you're entering into this union, this new job that you call is an energetic connection that you're creating, and you are sharing your energy and you're giving your energy into this job in order to cultivate it and grow it and make it something better. So I'm hearing and feeling that you do this with pride, honor, respect, just as the person that you are, because that is who you are. You do your job very well. You do it very seriously. It's because you give your energy to it as well. And I feel that it needs to be respected both ways. That this isn't something just for you to give your energy and to do something really good at. It needs to be both ways. So make sure you are monitoring the energy that they are asking for, that they were respecting it and they are appreciating your energy, and they're not being. I'm feeling more like an emotional vampire, that they don't suck this energy away from you, because you are very powerful. You do have a lot of energy. You're very confident within yourself. There's a lot of, like I said, a lot of native energy. Did you see the butterfly again? Okay, so Marie's saying I have to take several tests. Just wanted to make sure I'll pass all. It's like they're laughing at the tests. The tests are, it's nothing. You don't even worry about the test. The test isn't even an issue. You essentially have the job because you're really good at it. You're qualified. You're overly qualified for it. Passing the test, non-issue. You're going to pass the test with flying colors. You're going to do this with no issue. It's more of a concern that when you're doing the job, it's about you about being careful of your energy, about not completely giving yourself away. That's it. The test itself is not an issue. Yeah, really the tests are an issue. You're going to pass those without issue. That's not the concern here. It's your energy and how you're giving it, and monitor that energy. So I hope that, Marie, that resonates. So yeah, thank you. Oh, good. Dee says Mahi is very helpful and she is good with crafts. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, there's definitely time. I'm going through all the questions here, so I'm not going to stop until all the questions are answered. And all this, again, will be put into the description afterwards. And I missed you, Melody. Hope I'm going to see you again soon. We're going to be taking some of those courses. I'm excited to see you. Melody says, please, if there's time, is it best to move in the warmer season? To me, it seems a good goal point. I'm seeing the time that you move. Any time you move is a good time to move. But it'll be a lot more easier and fun if you wait for the warmer weather. You'll be less frustrated with yourself as you're lugging things through snow. And I see that frustration of like, oh, grumble, 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 snow, snow, snow. You love it, but moving in snow is not so much fun because you're. I'm seeing the snow that's turning into wet mud, and the mud is being tracked, and you're like tearing your hair out. So I'm seeing more, warmer season, and it's even like almost not early spring. It's closer to the summer. Between spring and summer, that the ground is harder. That it's more the mud. I'm seeing that it's the mud that you want to avoid. That's where you're going to be tearing your hair out. You're not going to be happy, especially with the kids, because the kids are going to love the mud, and all you're going to be doing is like yelling at them to get out of the mud. And it's like, no, not the mud, not again. Like, don't get it. I mean, you do it very lovingly, jokingly, but it's going to frustrate the hell out of you. So I'm seeing yes, you are right. The summer, the warmer weather is a good goal, but make it near the end of spring, closer to summer, so that the ground has had a chance to absorb the melted snow and it to be a little bit harder for you. So that's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I hope that resonates for you. Good. Yeah, thanks, Karen. I love the advice that I'm getting because I learned so much as well from this. So this is so good. Yeah, so good. So good. Yeah, Marie says definitely see higher self. So I'm so excited about the new job. I'd be into it giving. Yes, yeah, for sure. I see that. Cool. Okay. All right, cool. Keli has a cool one here. And I love this butterfly that is just floating around me. It's so freaking cool. I love it. Can I see that there? We just brought up a new plant up here and it just resonated to the plant. So, anyways, okay. So I had, Keli says, I had a new guide step forward Sunday night. There was a language barrier, ancient wild tribal guy from a rainforest. Can you get what he was showing me with the other entity he brought in? Ooh. Yeah, I'm getting the wildness. The wildness is coming through. I'm almost getting like images of like Captain Caveman. I know you remember that old cartoon, Captain Caveman. Crazy hair, caveman style, very wild. Seeing the dreads, the brown hair. It's wearing like a pelt. Okay, so language barrier, ancient wild tribal guy from the rainforest. Can you see what he was showing me with the other entity he brought in? I'm seeing something to do with crystals in the earth. That these crystals are native to the rainforest, and I'm seeing that they want you to move into crystal grids and using these crystals that are really from that are, I almost see like there's this one crystal that you need that is indicative of the rainforest. And I'm seeing there's a need for this one crystal that is the center of this crystal grid that you're going to be making and forming. So it's not necessarily that you need to travel to the rainforest, but it is a crystal that is indicative of the rainforest. I don't think I'm using that word right, but it is from the rainforest. That's where it's natively from. And there's a need to use this one crystal that is in the center. In crystal grids. And I'm also seeing that you can actually call in and ask for a translator. So if you're not just not understanding, just call someone and say, "Can I have a translator, please?" And call them in. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, Keli. Crystal grids. Let me sure I got this. Can you get what he was showing me with the other entity he brought in? Yeah, it's crystal grids. And I'm getting that the other entity is a specialist in crystal grids and the energy shifting and the transformation it does. And I'm always seeing that this is going to be part of your next creative craft. If you're not doing crystal grids already, or if you haven't been exploring it, it's what you're going to be doing more of. That's what I'm getting for you, Keli. I hope that resonates. Thank you for asking. Hey, Marjorie. Okay, the beautiful Marjorie. Marjorie is Marjorie challenges me. And I'm so appreciative of Marjorie and her energy and how she pushes me, because I know I'll push her at times too, but she really does push me at times. So Marjorie, this is a gratitude of thanks for who you are and for pushing me out of my comfort zone at times. You do. I really do appreciate you and love you. So thank you, Marjorie. And Marjorie's asking if I love a message from God, feeling called to ask this. Okay, great. God, would you come in, please? Oh. There's a big, wide column of energy that overtakes my entire body. Okay, so what does Marjorie need to hear from you, God? I really want to cry right now. And I'm getting emotions that are, it's at the bottom, the very bottom of your pelvic core. It's deep, 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 deep. It's almost like you're getting very close to the core of your emotional releasing, and that it's almost like I'm seeing like a diamond well drill, a diamond tip drill that's going through the earth, and it's going through the emotions that you've been drilling through, and you've gone through like thousands of miles, hundreds of miles anyways, and at least you are hitting this base, and this very hard emotional dense base, which is at the root of your exploration of what you've been wanting to find. And I'm feeling that this is where you're about to tap into. This is what's going to be happening in this year. So this 2022, at least I'm getting the sense of about 6 months in, is that you're getting very close to this emotional core issue that you're going to be exploring. And you're going to see this as, why me? This is like a difficult part of my life. This is life-changing. Why me? And you're going to be calling on God quite a bit. And you already know God is with you. But this is almost like a real deep, that God is, it's not just with you, God is with you. And he's going to be walking with you as you go through this very deep emotional release that you're going to have, that is at the root of your problem. So you're going to be thinking that your world is ending. But really what it is just beginning. And you do have God at the forefront of walking with you through this. And of course, your entire other team, Master Jesus and Mother Mary and everyone else in Metatron, your entire team and angels and guides are with you. But God is really leading this with you, for you. So as you experience this really life-changing, horrible moments that you might deem as horrible, just know that this is the beginning of you dealing with the deep emotional root of everything you need to discover and work through. It's happening. It's happening. And you're going to get through this like you do everything else, because you're a tough woman. You've been through a lot worse things than this, and you're going to get through this as well. So that's what I'm getting for you, Marjorie. Thank you for asking the question, and thank you for pushing me beyond my limits at times. Thank you. Good. Mahi says it does resonate. Thank you. I'm glad your male guardian angel came through, D. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. And D says, yes, I have tarot, barely use that. Too, only for others. Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. I love that. Yeah, it was a cool name. I wrote it down, Healing. That was a really cool name, Mahi. Thank you for bringing that up and allowing that. All right, cool. Good. Thank you, BG. Here's for henna. Jenny says, henna is an ancient spiritual art that is done with a paste made from the henna plant and essential oils. There is much more, but so little space here. So reach out to messenger for more. Yeah, I forgot who that was for, but yeah, that's cool. Good. Okay, June says spot on. Male, strong sign type, and zingers for jokes. Yes. Oh, awesome. Good. Okay, good. Thank you for that confirmation. I still question myself, so it's so good to get that confirmation. Jenny says, I also practice Reiki healing through the henna I design with. That is really cool. Yeah, so whoever that was for, reach out to Jenny. Jenny is she's just, outside of just being such a loving, giving being. Yeah, Reach out to Jenny. Jenny rocks. Jenny rocks. I love Jenny. Okay, awesome. Need the message. Good. Oh, good. Thank you, son. I'm glad that resonates. Good. There's the audio. Good. I'm glad it's back for you again, Franco. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Hannah. Oh, good. Grace says, loved it. I'm so grateful to know how protected I am on my path forward. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Love it. So happy for you. Yes, that's right. Jenny says, remember, loves, we are always protected by your guardian angels and archangels. Yes, that is so true. We are always protected. That is definitely for all of us. Thank you for bringing that up, Jenny. Hey, Marnie. Okay. And I'm coming up to Margie. And Margie, and I know we're running really long on this, but all this is going to be added to the description afterwards. So Margie is asking, a year ago, April, I woke up with fear of dying. Why did this happen? Who's going to come in, please? Can you answer this best question? So why did Margie wake up with a fear of dying? I'm getting this as part of your awakening, Margie. This is a repeating theme for you in your lives as you've gone through this fear of dying. It's part of your awakening. It's meant to shift you up and shift your thinking. And it almost felt like you were getting a little bit too comfortable in the 3D world, in just how the day-to-day life was, and you're just getting really comfortable. But it was time for you to begin to waken up. And they did that with the fear of dying, for you to begin to explore and look deeper within yourself and look deeper within the fear. Now, if you haven't done this already, this is part of your emotional release, to look at not only to help you with your awakening, but also to help release and to open up your gifts. So there's a need for you to look at your emotional releasing and using that as a trigger. It's almost like you're going to get there. You may be not ready to work on this, but also to look on your emotional releasing. Anything else? I'm also seeing a need for you to, get deeper into your meditation. If you haven't done so, I see it's very surfacey. You haven't really done much of it. There's no real formal instruction. So think about some guided meditation to get into this a little bit deeper. I don't know what your level is, but it just, the sense I get, it's a little bit what's the word? Lackadaisical? If I said that right or butchered it, I don't know, but it's a little bit here, a little bit there. There's no consistency to it, and need to be a little bit more refined and serious, and to actually get yourself a guide or a coach to help with your meditations. And this will help you with this and get into emotional releasing and everything else that goes along. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you. I hope that resonates. Thank you. So much love. Lisa says, you're so right. Yeah, it's time to put my fear aside and putting myself up there. Yes, love it. Good. I'm glad it resonates for you, Karen. I love it. Oh, cool. Wendy D. Wendy D says, let me timestamp you, 1:53:47. Wendy says, any message for me about my art and career? I'm feeling your art is very specific. That the audience that you're presenting your art to isn't necessarily your audience. You have a very unique craft that you do in your artistic expression. It's not really resonates with everybody. but there is a very small pocket that that really would raise you up on a pedestal, even if you don't know but who they are. But there's a small pocket of people that really do resonate with your art, that it's almost like cultish. There's some cult art, and I'm being shown like Rocky Horror Picture Show. While it's not, it's a movie that really isn't meant for everybody, but there's a small niche of people that just adore it so much that they celebrate it annually by having these Rocky Horror movie reviews, and people dress up as a Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I'm seeing this is what I'm getting for you as well, that your art is very much like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, that is really meant for a small appreciative group that once they latch onto it, they're just going to celebrate you year after year. So how does she find this group? I'm getting you already know who it is. It's almost like it's almost as if someone has actually genuinely purchased your art, not because they were family or friends or they felt obliged to, but there's like at least one person, maybe there's almost like 2 or 3 people at least that have bought it with true, genuine appreciation, and they fawn over it. They just, oh, it's so amazing. I love it. Look at this work and look how this moves. And I get there's a need to actually connect with those people and connect yourself with that community. It's almost like creating a group for those people, like a Facebook group or a Bumble group or something. Rumble group. So I'm seeing there's a need for you to find these people that really appreciate your art and connect with them on a soul level so that they can appreciate and grow this work around you. I don't know, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that does resonate for you, Wendy. Thank you for asking. Oh, good. Karen says, yes, you are welcome, Karen. I'm glad that is what you needed to hear. Good. Yeah, very cornered. That's right. Oh, that's cool. So Sun just put a butterfly when that happened. Isn't that cool? Oh my God, so cool. You guys saw the butterfly. That is cool. I really like that. At 10:11, of course. Oh, isn't that cool? I love that. Oh, yes. Okay, good. You guys do see the butterfly that was floating around. Isn't that cool? Butterfly. Winter. What the hell? So cool. Good. And when are you going to circle back to? Let me see. There's still quite a few here, so I'm just going to skip over to the ones that I missed. And okay, I'm being compelled to do this for you as well, Wendy. So this is your second one. And I'm going to put you up on the screen. So Wendy's asking, any good news or words of encouragement for my guides? Wendy, I'm hearing there is a need for you to begin to love yourself. You're just kind of really being hard on yourself right now. And I'm seeing the need that you need to celebrate yourself. You got to celebrate yourself. You're so good at what you do. You really you really are kind. You're loving. You do a lot of good for people, but you're so hard on yourself that as you're hard on yourself, you're just bringing yourself down. And you're not really you're hindering your creative expression as you move and grow. So I see that you're actually hurting yourself by not loving yourself and being kind to yourself. So I see that as a need for you to, Wendy, to love yourself, because you're amazing. You're beautiful. You're so smart. You're really good at what you do. You got a lot of people around you that you love, but more so that you help so many people, that people care for you and they love you and they want to see good things for you. So there's a need for you to be kind to yourself. Because you're doing it. You're doing the work. You just got to begin to love yourself more. That's what I'm getting for you. So keep loving yourself. Keep loving yourself. Oh, cool. That's cool. Thank you. So emotionally excited. Yay. Love that. Cool. Thank you, Wendy. And I'm just adding yours because we have 2 Wendy's now. Good. I'm so glad. Took a course with Kristen. Yeah, I recommend it. Oh, here we go. Franco says the first tarot card that popped up yesterday was the celebration card. Was first one after opening and shuffling. So, oh, so cool. Love that. Love that. Thank you. Yeah, Jenny, her team. If you could always see these really thick weightlifters, it was so cool. Hey, Marnie. Okay, so I'm gonna timestamp Marnie, and we've gone 2 hours now, which is good. I'm just gonna grab some water here while I read. I do have energy. The good thing about this is when you are channeling like this, you get more energy. This isn't my body's adjusted now that it's not getting tired. I'm feeling uplifted and a lot of energy come through. Okay, so can I message for my team for the new year? Marnie's team, come in. It's really cool. They just kind of floated in and just like sprinkled on almost like a feather coming through, and they just floated the energy in and just washed over me. It's very light, almost fairy, and I'm getting a lot of woodland energy as well. Okay, so message for the team for the new year. What does Marnie need to hear? You are being applauded for the work that you've been doing for yourself. You really are a completely different person from a year ago, Marnie. And it's almost like I can see so many things are because you've been releasing all these emotions and changing your thought process and becoming more confident with yourself. The relationship within your family, like I see the relationship with your husband has just become so strong and so beautiful. A year ago, there was a lot of maybe arguing or misunderstandings, but now there's like a cohesive flow between you, and largely that's because you've shifted your energy and you've dealt with these buried emotions that were within you and you've released them. And as you've released it, you've no longer put your attention and focus on you putting the blame, you looking at the energy, the negativity within yourself and putting that onto others. You have opened yourself up to the point that you become free. You freed yourself from the shackles of emotional negativity that you had towards yourself. You freed that. Now there's still more to go, but you are being applauded for doing that, and they're encouraging you to continue on that work, to continue releasing throughout the year, because you're going to find much more alignment if you decide to continue releasing all the emotions. You're going to find much greater alignment throughout the year and more really good things happening for you, because this is really just the beginning. You've unplugged the cork that was here, because all those repressed emotions that you had in your system for so long, now that you've released it, you've essentially opened up the cork and you're allowing it to flow out. The warning is that you don't want to abandon this, because that's just going to put the cork back in and it's going to close it off. So just can keep honoring yourself, keep doing the work that you're doing, keep loving the way that you're loving and seeing the beauty and everything. And I can see you on your porch and just appreciating nature and everything around you. And those are moments of quiet meditation. So I'm seeing that as a necessity to continue to honor yourself, keep on releasing emotions, and keep on allowing your spiritual gifts to awaken, because this is a big year for all those of us that have been working this past year. This year, like, just see how much you've grown in the last year, and that is really just you gaining the momentum. Now you have the momentum. If you continue with that momentum this next year, and this goes for all of us that have been doing this work for the past year and building the momentum up. We've built the momentum, and this next year is gonna, so like you because we're going so much faster now with momentum, you can accomplish so much more, and that is just going to happen naturally. So just allow those gifts to flow and keep working on yourself, and you're going to see amazing things happen for you. You're seeing that. You're going to be seeing that. So that's what I'm getting for you, Marnie. I'm really excited for you. Very excited for you. Mishi. Oh, beautiful Mishi. How I love you, Michelle. My Michelle. Okay, so 204:39. So Michelle is, I miss you too, honey. Would love a message, please. So Michelle is asking for a message. So I'm hearing the song, the Frozen song, "Let It Go, Let It Go, Let It Go," but you have been letting it go. But it's more like they're changing their verses to be "Continue to let it go, keep letting go." And I know you've been doing this for a long time, but you're really getting it's almost like you're getting beyond the meat. You're getting the crumbs. You're really getting into the corners of emotional releasing, of awakening, finding your higher self. You're the flighty scatteredness that you've been so hard on yourself with, you're accepting that more, because it's a really cool, beautiful aspect of yourself, being flighty and being creative and wild and dancing and aloof. This is a beautiful quality. It needs to be celebrated, and you've begun to do that. And they want you to continue on that path of honoring the weirdness of you, honoring the flightiness of you, because it really is cool. You might see that as a burden or a negativity, but it really is a beautiful aspect of yourself that brings joy to a lot of people. There's a lot of people that just love that, including myself. I love that aspect of you because it's so beautiful. It's so loving. And it's direct and it's in your face. And it's so good on so many aspects that there's no guesswork with you. You don't got to guess. You are who you are. And that raw beauty is, you might see it as not being appreciated by everybody, but in the long run, they will appreciate it. Even if they shake their head after a while, it's like, oh, that Michelle, but they see it with like love and with a big heart. So that's just to continue for you, Michelle. Keep loving yourself. Keep doing the emotional work that you're doing. It's never going to end for us. But you've really gotten all those skeletons out of your closet. You've really done the work, and keep doing the work. So it's going to be a really good year for you. So thank you, Michelle. I hope that resonates for you because that was really cool. Yeah, lots of letting go. This is a year of continue to let it go. So much good. Hey, JC. And I know we were past the 2-hour mark. I'm still going to go through all these. I'm still feeling good. And I'm going to be putting your names in the description as a reminder so you can catch up later if you have to go, because it's not really realistic for people to be here for a full 2 hours. JC asked, do you have a general message for me? Yeah. What does JC need to hear? I feel like I'm getting serious. So what does JC need to hear? It feels, JC, that you're kind of being hard to yourself. It's like you're not completely honoring your gifts of what you know is within you, what's within yourself. It's like you're not necessarily completely honoring it. That you'd rather help somebody else than help yourself. But I'm hearing that this is the year for you to shift yourself and start working on yourself. This is the year. You need to begin to work on yourself. And what does that mean? It means to look in your eyes, look in the mirror and look in your eyes. And when you look in your eyes, saying, I love you, and allowing your body to squirm. And I'm getting the sense that you might have done this like lightly, but you didn't continue because like this isn't working. You need to continue talking to yourself and doing it, and keep talking to yourself until you feel it. You have to feel your heart grow, and breathe into your heart and breathe out of your heart, and look in your eyes and say, I love you. I love you. And feel the love and feel it in your heart, and breathe that love in and out of your heart. I love you. And feel how your body responds. So there's a need for you to get into a connection with your body, begin to love your body, and love the shifts that are happening within you. And it starts by saying, I love you to yourself and feeling it. So feel the love within you. Look in the mirror, see it, say, I love you. You can use some other words. I'm good enough. I'm empowered. I really am a good person. And feel it within yourself. That's what you need to do now. That's what I'm getting for you. I hope that resonates for you. Please let me know. Desiree, hey, beautiful. Miss you, sis. So great to see you. Ann says, thank you. Every aspect of life is adding sticks to the black pot. I'm trying to find a way to not take the weight of the world on my shoulders. Yeah. So, Ann, if you're getting this again, I'm going to put another timestamp around your name here. I'm going to put you back on the screen, Ann. And let me timestamp this as well. So, and in terms of this, putting sticks in the black pot, you need to disconnect, turn the TV off, stop watching the news, stop listening to certain people around you. You need to disconnect and get to yourself. That's where the need is. Especially when people are waking up in the early stages, you need to disconnect and away from a lot of the chatter, because that hinders your growth, because that negativity lowers your vibrations and lowers your ability to connect and to listen. So the whole idea of all this work that to do is shifting ourselves into love. So you need to shift yourself and continue shifting into love. And that's the work. And sometimes when we do that, we need to disconnect. I disconnected. I left a lot of groups. I left a lot of social media. I left a lot of things. I just left. And I apologize. Listen, guys, I got to go work on myself for a bit. I'm not going to be in the group for a while. But give me some time. I'm just going to be stepping away. Everything's all good, but I just need some time to myself. And people will understand that. So begin to do that for yourself. All right, beautiful. Thank you, Intuitive Soul Rising. Love to see you, honey. Can't wait to begin our Wednesday sessions again. That is the wonderful Rachel Swanee. If you don't know her channel, go check out Rachel Swanee's YouTube channel. She's really gifted, and we're going to be starting up on the 19th of January in a couple of weeks to begin Divine Soul Awakening, our Wednesday shows again. So we're really excited about that. Oh, that's cool, Maria. So you're at a psych center doing behavioral therapy. Wow, really cool. You're really going to be able to use your intuition and love with that. I love that. Really cool. Really cool. Okay. Cool. So happy. Just going through the messages. Lots of love and support from Marie. Thank you, Marjorie. Marnie, I got you already. That's good. Good. I'm glad you're excited about 2022, Jenny. So am I. Good. You're welcome, Marjorie. And yes, okay. Kelly says he's talking of Amazonite, and I use it every day, so I'll incorporate that into my grid. The other entity was a Wendigo needing my help, so I'm guessing he will make this grid perfect for this. Awesome. I love that. Love that. Cool. Really cool, Kelly. I'm excited to see that. Marie says, Con, amazing message as ever. I feel a new life force within you after all the work you did last year. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, you know what? Archangel Metatron has stepped forward to be my guide now, to take me on this next leg of my journey. So as I mentioned that, I am starting to do midnight channeling practice every night, Sunday midnight, which is Monday, 12:15 a.m., Monday to Friday at 12:15 a.m. morning, which is midnight the day before. And I'm doing that every night. And Archangel Metatron will be starting this Sunday at midnight, 12:15, after I do my first live back with 1 Billion Strong channel. So that's, so Archangel Metatron is here. Thank you, honey. Margie says, the fear of dying happened 3 times within 2 weeks. It's changed my life, but not for the better. It invoked a lot of anxiety. Okay, so Margie, I'm going to timestamp this as well. And I'm excited for you. The only way that you're going to change is by looking at something tragic. And so I was a 6-degree black belt, jumping, spinning roundhouse kicks. I was fighting behind doors all the time. And then the body developed MS and degenerative disc disease. And now I use a walker, so the body changes. But if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have explored all of this, and I wouldn't be this. I wouldn't have sold my business. I wouldn't have done any of this. So the worst tragedy that we have in life, and that includes the world pressure, that pressure that we're having, this junk that's happening to you, that very scary moment that's made you fearful has forced you to look at yourself. So it is a really good thing. A really good thing. So I'm excited for you, Margie. This is really good news. As horrible as it is, there is a silver lining, and it is going to be really good. You're welcome, Melody. Cool. Hello, Moon D. All right, so I got Moon D here. Moon D, let me timestamp you. And we're almost near the end, which is great. Okay, Moon D. What is a message for Moon D? So I'm beginning to feel a smile come to my face and my heart begin to expand slowly. Now it's expanding a lot. And there's like a laughter and joy that's coming up for you, Moon. And I feel just a lot of love and just how you exude love and how wonderful you are. And I feel there's a need for you to share your love. It's as if you're not really giving, you're keeping it all to yourself. You help a few people, but there's a need for an expansion for you to expand your gifts, possibly into healing or possibly crafts. But I'm feeling more of a need to express yourself and to, I feel there's a need for you to express yourself. Creativity, open yourself up more, because there's so much love for you to give, but you're not giving it. So there's a need for you to give the love. And how to do that is to explore some areas that you've been curious about and to play in those areas. Crafts, Reiki, energy healing, some sort of other modality that might resonate with you. There's a need for you to begin to share your love, and this is the year to explore. If you haven't, it's almost like you have been doing a little bit of exploring, and now this is the year to really jump in with both feet and allow that to happen. Anything more with that? No, just keep going. All this is going to be revealed for you, Moon. It's going to be revealed anyway. So more is coming for you. So just keep on going and keep being receptive to the changes. Don't be hard on yourself. Just be creative and fun, and just have some fun as you're going through this. It's going to be an exciting year for you. Very exciting. Hey, Emma, great to see you. Happy New Year, Emma. Beautiful. Yeah, totally, Emma. Again, this is going to be timestamped. And I'm adding this to the description. And Anna asks, I'd love a message. I'm currently down with a concussion and have been through a bad accident at New Year's night. Any messages on why this had to happen? I feel your guardian angel stepping forward. And they're approaching me with I don't know how to describe it, but it's it's like it's a feeling of compassion, but it's also a feeling of like their heads are a little bit low, as if you would, like when you first want to give somebody bad news, you just kind of walk in with somebody, and their heads are a little bit low, and it's like, yeah, this is what happened with Emma. She had this accident. She has a concussion. Okay, so what's the message now? Like, why did it happen? I'm feeling the why this happened is actually was manifested. This is part of your negative thoughts that was there. You're kind of thinking that you weren't good enough, that there might have been something that you didn't want to partake in, and this is your way of stopping it. Like it was almost like you didn't want to be doing this, and you needed something serious to get out of it. So it's almost like you're being told to be careful of your manifestations, because what you think and do, what you think and feel actually result in the manifestations, including, so not only the good stuff, but that also means the bad stuff, because you are open, you are aware, you've been practicing your gifts for a while. So now you have to be really careful about your mindset of what you do and what you're doing with your thoughts. You really need to catch yourself as you have this negative thought. And you generally are a bubbly, happy person, but you get these moments that you're kind of mean to yourself. These thoughts, these recurring thoughts, and it's like you're not good enough. It's like, oh, you're not good enough. You can't do that. And it's like you talk yourself down. And I'm feeling, Emma, that there's a need for you to. This is more of a lesson about catching yourself when you get these negative thoughts, because then this is what's going to happen. So catch yourself with these negative thoughts. Look at why you're having that thought. Give it love. Be there with it, and shift that conversation. Thanks, Michelle. I'll see you later. So yeah, Emma, keep going with that. Keep going with that. And look at about rewriting the emotional patterns that you have there. You can look at the intuition development course. You can look at the playlist that's on my site. The stage 2 gets into emotional releasing and pattern rewriting. So when you get those negative thoughts and patterns, you switch it out. So that's what I'm getting for you, Emma, that the result of this is that you manifested this because it's kind of your thinking. And you need to step away from it and change that thinking. So this is a lesson. That's what I'm getting for you. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle, if you are hearing this, you were at our 2 hours and 5 minutes. That's when I got to you. And the reason why I do it at midnight, because that's the only time that I can ensure that I have a consistent time to do it. So during the week, I have so much going on that I can't consistently come on at the same time. So I do that at midnight after Rita goes to bed, and I do my breathing exercises and stretches. And then that's just time for me to charge me up. And then when I sleep, when I first lie down to bed, I'm able to do much more with my channeling and awakening. So it's the reason why I do it at midnight, more for consistency. But in terms of people practicing, it doesn't matter whether you do it at midnight or not. It's just a matter of just doing it. So that's why. That's why. You're welcome, Keli. You're welcome for your message. Thank you. Hey, Lindsey. Thanks, Jenny. You're welcome, Emma. Hey, Lindsey. I see you put a proper message. Thanks. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Getting near the end here, which is good. And I'm going to timestamp Lindsey. And Lindsey says, there was a galactic darkness around me last couple of weeks. I called in Metatron, Big Mike, and Gabriel to stand with me, communicate with them to leave, and send them love. Did it work? Start galactic energy. Yeah, I get that they've stepped back. They're still in your orbit, let's say, your perimeter, but not enough to affect your energy as much as it did. And why did they step forward? I get that there is a curiosity here, but I get that their intentions weren't on the up and up. So it's almost like a virus that I see, right? So that this negative energy that kind of comes in, that they kind of go around from site to site, door to door, person to person, and tap on the door. And if you allow that energy to come into you, they pretty much use your energy as a host. But because you've called in the big guns and you protected yourself and you said go away, that just cleared it out. So their intentions didn't work on you. You did all the right things because you're a being of love, and that's why they're attracted to you. They're trying to get you down, but they couldn't. They couldn't do that at all. They couldn't do that at all. So you called the right people. You did the right work, and I get that they're out from your space. So you just keep on radiating that light. Make sure Big Mike is living with you to always be your spiritual bouncer. Say, Archangel Michael, like, come live with me. Be my spiritual bouncer. No matter where I go, be my spiritual bouncer. And that's what I'm getting for you. Is that okay? I think for MS, try low dose LDN. It helps a lot with things and kind of a cure all. Awesome. Thanks, Margie. I really am being guided to document and heal this energetically with natural things. I feel I had lesions in my back, and the lesions are gone. I haven't had an MRI since on my brain. I feel that a lot of it's gone, but I still get a lot of body spasms. I don't know if that's the degenerative discs, that's a sign of degenerative disc, or the EMS. But until I actually go into a hospital and get tested, which isn't going to be until things settle down. So yeah, thank you. I'll look in the LDN. I'm not necessarily a person to take drugs. Low dose. Now, Truxion. Cool. All right, cool. I will check that out. I'm just going to timestamp that too so I can refer back to it. 2729. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated, Margie. Hi, Ingrid. Thank you, hon. I'm glad I'm back to you. Thank you, everybody. Good. Emma says, resonates. Good. It's been a hard lesson, but I get it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Margie says, I got the information from Erik's mom, who's an MD. The only problem is that it is normally prescribed for getting off hard drugs. If you want to try a few pills, I can share with you. Oh, thank you. My body and guides are telling me no. Thank you for the offer. I'm being told no on that, but I am going to look into it and see what it's all about. So with that, everybody, thank you. That ends another Channeling Erik Ask Fridays that we've had here. I've gone for a good 2.5 hours. I'll be back again next Friday to do this again. And I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, no, when? I gotta look at my calendar. It was this Sunday. So this Sunday midnight, which is actually Monday at 12:15 a.m. I'm going to be starting the channeling practice. If anyone wants to come in, practice channeling, connect with your guides, whether you do that live or in the practice, it's good. You can do it, or the pre-record rather, not the pre-record. Whether you do it live or watch the recorded version, you're still going to get benefit from the energies that are there. And it really is, this year is about really expanding our gifts, at least for me, that I'll be catapulting into a new area. And I got Archangel Metatron doing that. So please join me on Wednesdays. Otherwise, I'll be back on Friday for that. And the Divine Soul Awakening team will be back in a few weeks on I believe it's the 19th, that we're going to be having our first show again. So, yeah, with that, love you all. Thank you all for being here and being a part of this. Thank you. Please share this out. If you think this is going to help anybody, please do. I'm going to be doing a lot more emotional releasing stuff and sharing that because it's time. It's time that I share that with me. So, Margie, yes, I was definitely meant to have this disease because otherwise I would still be running a corporate company that was not resonant to my soul. This disease was meant to happen, and that's what hardship happens in our lives. It's meant to happen. So good. Hello, animation person. It's great to see you, Mary. Much love, everybody. All right, everybody. Sending you so much love. Have a beautiful week. Be kind to yourself. And remember to love yourself. Now that we're going to do this regularly again, love, love, love. Let's share with each other and be kind. Love you, everybody. I'll see you either Sunday night or I'll see you next week. Much love. Bye, everybody. Bye.